Hey guys, so I am having a little bit of an interesting day. So my car is currently blown up. No, I'm just kidding. No, but really I've been having some car trouble and it's the worst thing in the world whenever Mr. Zach is out of town, and it was not really a good time to not have a car, but anyway, it's all gravy now and I'm waiting for it to be fixed. So I have today to sit down and make a video, and I've been sewing and cleaning and it's been a good day. But anyway, so I was just watching Dan McDonald and he once again lit the fire under me to, let's put this up. Don't mind the unmade bed in the background. And, okay, I guess I have to introduce you guys. This is Curly. Hello guys. He's curly because his tail is curly. If you guys don't know, I absolutely love stuffed animals and I just love this pig. And I pretty much just encourage you guys to love animals even if they're stuffed instead of eating them. Is that right, Curly? We don't want to eat you. Yeah, that's right. Don't eat me. Anyway, I guess it's going to be me and Curly doing this video. But anyway, so he said this sentence and I immediately literally got up, got the camera, sat down, and I'm filming. He said it's becoming politically correct to become lobotomized in this society. And okay, so let's talk about that. What does that mean? What's the context to that? So basically, we have got all of these foods, and there's more things we could talk about other than food. Okay, Curly wants to be back in the frame. We're gonna put him back. We've got more things other than just food in terms of making people sick and just cuckoo in the head. But we're gonna talk about food in this video, and one thing that we can start talking about, if you want to be lobotomized pretty much, is the sugary Sodapops. It is so appalling to me that they aren't illegal, and I know that we can't like make everything illegal because we're supposed to be a free country, but we've got to just start collectively awakening that these sugary soda pop drinks are giving people brain damage. If you want to have brain damage, keep knocking those back, because that is just the most mucus forming toxic ingredient bomb that I can even think of. So it's becoming politically correct to be lobotomized. I mean, it's normal for people to have Alzheimer's. It's normal for people to be drinking this stuff, and if we say anything like, oh, we shouldn't be drinking that, or blah, 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 people get appalled, they get angry, and so it's like sometimes people like me have to like make sure that we don't step on anybody's toes by saying, hey, you might not want to eat that because it is full of stuff that is going to make your brain go cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? So, sugary drinks. Need I say more? I mean, I feel like that even people that drink those know that they're bad, so it's time that we wake up, stop being in denial about this, and just stop drinking those, because there's just no point at all. Let's talk about another one. Fried foods. Fried fats, cooked fats, high-heated fats, they will never be good for the human organisms. That's why I like all of my fats raw. I like really high-quality ones. Like, my favorites are avocado and coconut meat. The nuts and seeds are secondary, and they're secondary because it's hard to get them fresh, it's hard to get them truly raw, truly organic, and you have to soak and sprout them. But the avocado and the coconut meat, you don't have to soak and sprout those. You can just chuck those back, eat them. They're more digestible. Not to mention they taste amazing, and I'm thinking I'm going to have my salad dressing tonight with coconut meat because I'm out of corn, because I have no car to take me to the grocery store. But anyway, I digress. So, fried foods, that is just crazy. I just talked about brain damage with all of the stuff and like the sugary drinks, but if you want kidney damage, eat fried foods. Gallbladder damage, all of that. We have so many people right now that are chopping their gallbladders out due to bad advice from doctors, simply because everything they eat is fatty, cooked fats, high heated fats, fried fats, and the body is just like, whoa, I don't even know what to do with this anymore, so I'm just gonna shut down, you know? Sometimes when you don't give your body a choice, isn't that right, Curly? Your body just shuts down, and it leaves you no choice than to be so sick you have to go to a medical doctor because you don't know any better about detox, because we haven't been taught this, and that's just, it is what it is. But it's not okay when the doctor tells you to chop out your organs and you do so and then you're still not any better, you know? Or they temporarily covered up the symptoms and then 10 years later you're going to be even sicker than you were. But anyway, so fried foods, those are out. What else? All of the dormant grains, the beans, the grains. Lots of people have different opinions on this, but I myself, not a proponent of it, you know? These things are hard to digest. They coat the GI tract. They're hard on the kidneys. They're complex carbohydrates. And they're just really hard on the body, in my opinion. I love raw foods, and many people might think that I'm elite because I only eat raw foods. And it's just so, it's like you gotta let people think what they're gonna think. I don't think that I'm elite. I have been on this path of true health, and it is so different than what most people do that most people automatically think I'm either a Looney Tune, an elitist, or that I'm on some sort of a high horse, you know? And it's just simply not true. I just love raw foods. I love the water-rich organic fruits and vegetables, a small amount of nuts and seeds, the raw sea vegetables, and what else? Just stuff like that that is fresh and that is going to keep my body fresh. You know, I'm only 24. And I want to keep a smooth sailing down the age line instead of pickling my body with all of these foods that just do nothing but age you and deteriorate you. And you are what you eat. So I want to be fresh, raw foods. And if that makes me elite, then hey, sign me up to the elite club. I don't know what else to say. It just is what it is. Isn't that right, Curly? Curly's very attuned to raw foods. His favorite food right now is a salad. So I'm going to make him and me a salad tonight. But anyway, so that is that. What else? What's another thing I can talk about? I don't know. I just really think it is so crazy to walk around in this society where we have so much information. We have the internet, which is like where you can learn so many things at the click of a click, you know? And so we have all this information swirling around, and yes, we do have a lot of different opinions. For everything that I'm saying, there's someone else on the internet opposing it and saying the opposite. And that is why you have to inform yourself of both sides and then go with what feels right. But what feels right to me is raw foods. And it just makes sense. I don't want to eat dead foods. Do I want to eat Curly on my plate? No, I don't. Look up Esther the Wonder Pig. He's the sweetest pig ever, and it's a real pig. Shh, don't tell Curly, but, and you look at Esther and you think, oh my God, how could I ever, like, chop and kill him, murder him, and then eat, like, the underbelly of him? I don't get it. Dead animal foods is never going to be right to me. It's never going to seem normal to eat dead foods. I like plant foods that just simply come from the earth, who are full of nutrients and don't give me a stomach ache, don't make me feel bad. They make me feel good the next morning, you know, the next hour after I eat it. I always like to eat foods and then think, how is this going to make me feel 30 minutes later, an hour later, the next day, a week later? And if it doesn't make me feel good, then I don't eat it. And it's just, I just love raw foods. And all of these foods that people eat that make you go brain dead and basically lobotomize you, it's just crazy. And it's time that we collectively wake up. Let's wake up to alternative, even though it's not, alternative ways of eating. Let's wake up to alternative ways of exercising, like yoga and Pilates. I mean, people, they've got these stereotypes on these forms of exercise like they're granny or like they don't do anything, but you guys, they can really like almost rebuild the body if you do it correctly and enough. But anyway, so let's wake up to all of these alternative things, you know, detoxification, just all of this, and let's get out of the herd mentality and let's live a joyful life with raw foods so we don't have to get Alzheimer's and all of these diseases that are slowly but surely ruining the human species. And people walk around with so many prescription drugs in their body that they're just like zombies. And I don't want to be a zombie. I want to be happy. And raw foods makes me happy because it makes my physical body happy. So that is all I gotta say. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So Curly and I are signing out, and we thank you for watching this video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.